So you want to know how best to block your eyebrows? Hello my crown jewels, it's King Key here and welcome to my drag dungeon where we are going to glamify and glitterify you. Now you are wondering how to block those pesky eyebrows so you can attempt a fabulous look like this, or maybe even something completely different. Well, let me show you how. Let's just head over to my peasant self and let's get started. So in the short time I've had my social medias for King Key, there is one thing that comes up again and again and again. A lot of you seem to be having massive trouble with blocking your brows. So what I thought I would do today is, while I get ready for show, I thought I would bring you along with me and we can show you how I block my brows, and hopefully that will help you. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that there's no residue on the eyebrow themselves, so oils and that sort of thing. So alcohol, you just need some alcohol. Now this this is 70% alcohol. I'm not really sure that you need something that strong, but I want to make sure that it's done, so that's what I use. Now where right, cotton pad, alcohol, and then we just literally just rub, not roughly, not harshly, just rub the alcohol in to get any oils and residue off of the eyebrows. Nice and straightforward. Now, bin the pad. Now that's the first step, and that's often the biggest problem. That's often the one that people miss, and then the oils get mixed up with everything, and it's... Once you've done that, what you need... Now, I use the glue method. I have Elmer's glue. Elmer's glue, you'll have seen this before, probably on many drag tutorials or on programs like Drag Race. So it's purple glue and it dries clear. It's straightforward. You can get this. It depends where you live. I'm in Spain. I buy this on Amazon. Dead cheap. You get them in packs of 3. You get them in bigger packs. So I know British queens tend to use it. It's like a putty thing. It's called Prosate, is that right? Or have I completely made that up? I don't use that. This is the way I started and it works perfectly, so I don't feel like I have any need to change. So the first thing you do is you take the glue, nice and simple. Now this is the first pass. And this is where you need to really, really get the eyebrows thoroughly covered. You're going to take it on kind of the edge, and you just want to literally rub it back and forward into the eyebrows, up and down, round and round. Like, you want to get every hair coated in this stuff, right? So back, forward, round and round, up and down. Get in there and get them all nice and covered, right? Now, don't worry about the color. I know it looks a bit freaky to begin with, but don't worry about the color. It's absolutely fine. It will dry clear. Once you've got that on, get yourself a little brush. Now, everyone uses something different. I use one like this. Can you see that? Like this. You can also use one like this, or if you have one like this that's got the smaller teeth. So you just take it and you want to brush through your eyebrows so that they are all now going in the same direction. There are different schools of thought on this. I always brush mine up because that's how I was taught by the wonderful folks on the old YouTube tutorials, and it works. I have tried the other ways. I find when I follow the eyebrows' natural direction that the eyebrows are more visible under makeup. So I've gone back to doing it this way. So that's how it looks. You can see it just brushes up the way. So I've got fan right here, and it's pointing straight in my face, so this will dry very, very quickly. So while that's drying, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the other one. Just make sure when you're doing this you get all the little ones at the side, because they are the ones I tend to miss. That's them both done. Now, as they're drying, what you want to do is you want to wait until they're a little bit, not quite dry, but just tiniest bit tacky. So you don't want them to be still wet so that when you touch them, they peel off, but you peel forward. But you want them to just a tiny little bit tacky, all right? So this one's quite good. So you can see when I touch it, it doesn't move. You want to take the flat of your hand, and then again, this another trick. You want to take the flat of your hand, and you just want to press and roll, right? And while it's still just that little bit tacky, it will help to really firmly stick these down. So there, that's them pushed down. This one's still drying a little bit. Ooh. So again, flatten the hand and push and roll. And now you can see, hopefully, I know it looks a bit messy at the moment, but you can see, hopefully, that they're quite flat to the skin. That's round one. That's 2 fingers. That's round one. Now, you take the glue again, and then again on the flat side, so you push it into it. Now you only go the direction that the hair is going. So the way you've brushed it and the way you've stuck it down, that is the only way you go. Under no circumstances be tempted to rub it side to side or rub it down the way, just in the direction of the hair, because if you do anything else, you will pull it off of where it's been stuck. So now you're reinforcing that adhesion. So you just want to take that and push. So although you're going in one direction, you still want to make sure you get everything covered. Et voila. Yeah, that's how it looks. Let's do the other side. There we go. Oh God, I've got random wig hair. I don't wear wigs. Where's this come from? There we go. You see how that works? Again, same thing. You want to let them dry. You want to make sure that they're nice and dry. So you wait until they're slightly tacky, but get them dry first. So, if you want, you can obviously use a fan. But I have an electric one here, so why would I not use that? So this one's okay. So again, once you've done that, palm of the hand, just push. And remember, you want to push. Yeah, everything is about pushing these eyebrows down so that they stick, both to the skin and to each other. So the layers stick together. That's better now. Right, and this one. What? I don't know what that noise is. What? Right, so that's layer 2. Now it really depends on your eyebrows how many layers you need to do. So I do another one. I do one more just to make sure for definite that they're stuck down. Some people would do another 2. So I know one makeup artist with a particularly bushy unibrow who does another 3 after this. Completely unnecessary for most people. I only need 1. I keep my eyebrows trimmed quite short. They're not unruly, so usually another 1 is enough. So let's go. And again, remember, a bit of random hair keeps blowing off of that fan. Then again, remember, only in the direction of the hair that you've brushed. Don't go side to side. Don't go round in circles. Don't pull the brows down. Just in the direction that you've brushed it. Otherwise, you'll undo all the good work you've done. So that's them both glued for the last time. Now I have to wait for them to dry. Come on. They're getting there. Now you'll see on this layer, if you look, I don't know if this shows up great on camera, but you'll see that almost this time round, they almost look like laminated. They look like there's a layer of like just flat over the top. I'm not really sure if it's showing up the best, but you can see that and you know that they're well covered. Right. So once that's done and once they're dry, you're going to need a translucent powder. Now I have 2. So I've got Revolution translucent powder here. Now I bought this one because the one that I prefer to use only comes in small amounts, and I was fed up with ordering loads and loads and loads. So I bought this other one, and I don't like it. It's just not great. So for brows, I wouldn't recommend this Revolution translucent powder. Instead, I would recommend this. This stuff is amazing. This is Maybelline's Lasting Fix Translucent Setting Powder. It is brilliant. The only problem I have with it is it comes in these tiny little tubs, so it doesn't last very long. Now, I know if you're in like America, there is another one. I will put the name on the screen here, because I cannot remember it for the life of me right now, but it comes in great big vats of the stuff, which is really what I need, but they don't deliver it here to Spain, so I am stuck with using what I have. So Maybelline Lasting Fix is the one I would go for, but I'm trying to use up this big one, so I'm going to use that today. My problem with this one is that it's just not as translucent as the other ones. It's got a little bit of a kind of tint to it. So once you've got it, I use just one of these little powder pads. Pop some on, and then just dust off the excess, and then press into your brows. Now, I cannot stress this enough. Any action that you do whilst making your brows blocked is a press. You press and up when you're putting the glue on. You press in when you're putting your powder on, okay? Because you're still not finished, so you don't want to disturb the glue. Press, 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 just like that. Right, and once you've done one, nice and press, just like that, we go to the other one. Again, put the powder on, dust off the excess, and press. Right, so that's both eyebrows. Now the glue is covered in powder. All right. Now what you want to do is just give it a minute, just to do its thing. Once you've given it a little minute just to kind of do its thing, you want to take a fluffy brush and you just want to dust off any of the excess. Now don't go too hard on it because you don't want to take everything off. You're literally just dusting off any of the excess powder that's sitting around. Do you see the difference? So what you will see is that the brows are still nice and stuck down. They've just got that layer of powder over the top. So once you've got to this stage, what you now need is you need your foundation. Now, it really depends on what you're using, and I will do another video about the pros and cons of different types of foundation for drag. But in this instance, I am using Kryolan TV Paint Stick. So it looks like this. I can't find it. I have loads of them and I need to find the right color. This one, MB. So I use MB. I used to use the MB1, but they don't do it anymore. So I use MB. It's slightly lighter than I need my foundation to be, but I've got it, so I'll use it. And then when this runs out, I'll get a different one. Now, not everyone does this, but I like to make sure that they're a little bit warm so that they get into the kind of crevices between the brows and all of that. So drag is not glamorous, okay? Just hot air, like most drag artists, full of hot air. But then again, you want to take the edge, not the flat. So don't take the flat, but you want to take the edge of it, right? You take the edge and then push the exact same direction that you did all of your gluing. Yep, so it's the same once again, the same direction as your hairs are currently going, okay? Now, some drag artists do prefer to use a liquid foundation for this because it's much easier to get into the creases. I do a lot of singing, dancing, energetic stuff for 3 or 4 hours a night. So I use this because it is the best. So once you've done that, just get yourself a beauty blender like this and just pat it in. Okay, and again, as you push, don't do anything else, push. As you push it in, if you do see that you need any more anywhere, just add a little touch, but you should be, for the most part, if you've done it right the first time, you should be fine. Hopefully don't forget which beauty blender you were using. Push, 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 push. Right, so that's how that's looking. Then again, the same process that you did on top of your glue. Take your little thing, get some of your powder, tap it off, and push, 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 push. Now, I have some of my foundations gone when I've been blending it a little bit wider, so just get some powder on that just now as well. Right, we'll let that set while we do the other one. The only problem with my eyebrows is they're so dark. They're not difficult to work with, they're just very dark. So I have to make sure I get them covered. There we go, that's what we want. So that's them both covered. Let's just give the powder a minute to do what it does. While we're waiting for that powder to do what it is, I would just like to take a moment to remind you all that you can find me on all my other social media platforms. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and of course here on YouTube. I am not sponsored by anyone, and this video is not sponsored by anyone, so the products that I'm recommending are the ones that I actually use. So if you want any more information, if you have any other questions, or if there's any other videos you would like me to do, then just let me know in the comments below, and that's absolutely fine. And please do not forget to hit like, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel, because let's face it, who wouldn't want to see more of me? All right, so I think we are probably good for that. So again, take your brush And again, you're just dusting off the excess. Now, you don't have to worry at this stage about being too gentle, because like if you brush off the excess and things start to come off, you've not done it right. So there we go. That's it. That is how I block my brows, and that's really straightforward. It's very easy to do, and obviously I've been talking you through it, so it's taking a little longer. It doesn't take long. It's a quick process, and they do not move. They do not move until you get the oil and stuff on it at the end of a show to take them off. It really, really doesn't. So let's have a look. There you go. Easy to put eyeshadow on, easy to put your face over the top. It's perfect. It works every time. I have never had a problem. So if you do have any questions about it, or you want me to clarify anything, then just let me know in the comments below, and I'll make either a short about it or another video about it. So let's see what it looks like with the rest of my look, shall we? And there you have it, a stunning drag look. And look, you cannot see them at all. Now, I hope you found that useful, and of course, if you have, then please hit like, leave me a little comment to tell me your favorite part, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more wonderful content like this. And if, of course, you have anything that you might like me to educate you on further here in my drag dungeon, then just let me know and we'll give it a go. So, until next time, bye.